my beautiful people. Hold on 1 second. Let me get my camera set up so I can see you bigger. All right. Well, good morning, everyone. Happy Tuesday morning. My promises from God. That's what the actual name of the little box is. It's called Promises from God. These were cards from Sabina. She always gives me the coolest cards. This one says, few things are impossible to diligence and skill. Great works are performed not by strength, but by perseverance. Right? We always say that persistent effort, consistent effort, being persistent in your goals, it produces results. But it has to be consistent. It can't be like 2 weeks on, 1 week off, 3 weeks on, 10 weeks off. Like, it has to be consistent effort over time. Anyway, this is from John 16:13. It says, when the Spirit of truth comes, he will guide you into all truth. And we know what that is. The Spirit of God is that Holy Spirit within us, the Holy Trinity, spirit, mind, body. If you want to talk about all the different, Trinities, Father, Son, Holy Spirit, spirit, mind, body, right? I always say carbs, protein, fat. That's my Trinity for your nutrition. All right, so let's go ahead and grab that super light dumbbell this morning. And that super light could be 2 pounds, 5 pounds, whatever. We're gonna go ahead and squat and lift. So we're gonna do that demi squat with a little lateral raise. So we're gonna do 10, 10, 10, and 10. So again, baby little squats, 10 lateral raises, 10 bicep curls. Inhale and exhale. So good morning again, Sabina, Christy, Darlene, Amy, and Mel. So glad you're here. Bicep curl it. And even though this is, easy, right? Because it's a lightweight. Squeeze the bicep when you bring it up. Like, squeeze the muscle. Even though it's like you could do 100 of them probably because it's so light. All right, and then go right into shoulder press. Again, little squats. They're not, I'm gonna turn to the side. They're baby. They're like, just bend your knees and bend at the hips. Okay, getting that synovial fluid in those joints. Moving. You know the deal. Last one. And then go ahead and bend over and give me a little row. Pulling back with those rear delts. I found this really cool, don't even ask me what the name of the Instagram is, but they're using, last one, they're using cadavers. Go ahead and kick it back. If you can't handle looking at muscles and, tendons, ligaments, fat, like raw without the skin, then you won't be able to check this out. But it is the coolest Instagram page. Last two. And then go ahead and put that down. And then go ahead and swing those arms forward and back, please. It was showing, so they can use cadavers now. It's something new. I don't know what the name of the thing is. It's called like Fit for Life or something like that. It's a new embalming solution. So for, people who are becoming doctors, surgeons, whatever, the cadaver moves. So it doesn't become rigor mortis, right? It's able to move. It is the coolest thing to watch. Like watching how the scapula glides, hands behind, open up the chest. And if you're super flexible or just can dump forward for me, please. And then slowly bring it back up. And then take that left leg forward, right leg back, come all the way down to the ground. And we're gonna press forward and back. And again, make it dynamic, right? We haven't done anything other than that little demi squat for your legs. So just shift forward and back. So a little birdie this morning told me that I need to start talking to my 60-year-olds. So just so you know, my studs on here are in their 60s. So I can't just say 40. I always say 40 and older, but I got some awesome 60-year-olds on here. Actually, today I have 3 60-year-olds. So go ahead and push back. That's what studs you guys are, because my workouts, as you know, are not easy. Push back into that hamstring stretch. I never tell you they're easy. They are definitely intermediate, advanced. Come back into that kneeling position and then either turn to the other side or just bring the other leg forward and then shift forward and back, same thing. But my workouts are hard. I'll always tell you that. I think they are anyway. Maybe you're like, oh man, you're such a wuss. You don't push us hard enough. No, seriously, like I push you guys hard. I give you very advanced moves, and you know why I do it. Because it's challenging you. Like, if you don't get out of your damn comfort zone, nothing's ever gonna change. Okay, and I don't care what that is. That could be in business. Go ahead and sit back into that hamstring, right? If you can't get out of your comfort zone, nothing changes. All right, go ahead and bring that foot around now into all fours and just give me a cat-cow, and then we'll go ahead and get this workout started, even though this is part of it. Round it up and arch it out. Round it up and arch it out. Last one. Round it up and arch it out. Now, you know you can just simply stand up by just putting one foot in front of the other and standing up, or you can lift up into hover, inchworm those hands back into that ragdoll hang, completely in your court. Shake the head yes and no if you're in ragdoll. Maybe sway the body right and left. You know how much I love this stretch. Just keep your eyes open. Sometimes you feel like you want to close them. Go ahead and lift halfway up if you're there. Let all that blood come back to the extremities. And we are starting with some legs this morning. So I need you to get your high anchor hook up or your TRX, whichever one you have. That's a little bit, you know, whatever, what's most convenient to you. Okay, so it's either going to be a TRX holding those straps, and we're going to be doing our lunging here with the knee high, or you can use the tubing just like this, right? Lunging back, knee high, or worst case scenario, if you don't have either one of those, I'm not even going to grab dumbbell, well, I can just grab these light ones. You can do them here into a lunge and you can step. So a little bit more basic here if you're doing lunging, but you can also try here with the knee high. So grab that tubing, grab those dumbbells, whatever you have. And we're leaning back. Left leg forward, right leg back. Getting right into getting that heart rate up. And bring that knee high. So look how far I'm leaning back on this. All right, so in time, when you get a good hook up, you're able to lean back, let your arms hold your body weight up, and then come all the way up. Beautiful, Darlene. Perfect, Sabina. That's an aim. Love it. I love your new your new place where you're doing your workout. I think I've seen all parts of your house now. That's great. That's it. Mel, on the next set, just change your camera angle so I can see you. All I see is your Peloton and your, there you go. Okay, and your Bosu. There we go. Last one. Switch it out. Right leg forward, left leg back. Beautiful, Jane. That's it. Inhale, exhale. And you know, because I don't count, you know, I just go by fatigue. So if you need to stop before I stop, then stop. Okay? I'm not going to be like, why are you stopping? I know why you're stopping. Because your legs can't handle anymore. Your knees can't handle anymore. Okay? Remember, the first one can be super easy to, like, you could literally just squat down 2 inches. It's still going to work. Last one. Beautiful. Now, we're going to lean into, I'm not going to use the TRX to lean into it, but grab something, maybe a chair that you can put your hands up on, maybe the counter, doesn't matter, whatever you can put your hands up on. We're going to lean forward and we're going to go into some ballet leg lifts. So I'm going to use the tubing because it just makes it harder for me to balance. So tabletop position. Center the left foot in the middle of your body. Take your right leg back. Now some of you will be low like this, you know that. Some of you guys can come all the way up, right? Don't move. I'm gonna watch you for a sec. Bending the front knee, leaning back into the heel of that front leg, straightening this leg as best you can, squeezing the glutes, squeezing the hamstring and the low back. Then we lower and we lift. Okay, now for those who have bad shoulders, you do not have to max your shoulders out and straighten your arms. You can just bend them, right? If you're good, then go ahead and keep it forward. I'm watching. Lift, squeeze. Remember, we want hamstring, glute, all the way up into that low back. Gorgeous. There we go. Aim. Beautiful. Beautiful, Darlene. Perfect, Mel. Awesome, Christy. That's it. Beautiful, Jane. So good. Now hold it up there. Hold it up there in the capital T. You look like a capital T from the side. Feel the balance in the foot for 5, 4. Suck in the belly button. 3, 2. And then take that leg and cross it over and sit down into that stretch. We have not stretched anything as far as the glutes are concerned. We only did hamstring. So sit down into that 4 stretch and then take it right to the other side. The other side, I'm going to use the chair just to show you. Whatever you have your hands on, please don't death grip it. Okay, I just want your fingertips to be able to balance you. You start in tabletop, center the right foot, take that left leg back, get the position, feel the balance, right? Remember, fingertips, even if it's one, like you can see my fingers, it's one, I have one finger on that chair. Ultimately, I want you to be able to do these with your hands like here, okay? That you're fully balanced and you can take your hands off the chair, the tubing, whatever, and keep them here or keep them out here and do it. That make sense? Like, it is hard. That's why I love yoga so much, because it challenges my balance like every step of the way. Squeeze the glute, squeeze the quad, suck in the belly button, lean back into the heel. 2. Gorgeous, everyone. Hold it. Hold it. 5, 4, 3, 2. Same thing. Cross it over. Take that left leg. Cross. Sit down into that hip. Sit down into it. Beautiful. And then back at it. Going back to our lunges. Go ahead and grab that tubing. Grab your dumbbells, whatever that might be. And we're going back into our lunge with the knee high. The second set, if you'd like to take the challenge, just turn your knee out. So that just means it looks like this at the end, right? So you lunge back. I don't want to step into my dumbbells here. Okay, lunge back, and then as you come up, the knee turns out versus coming straight up in front. Yep, you got it, Sabina, that's it. Beautiful, gorgeous. That's it, Aim, beautiful. Perfect, Darlene. Look, every single one of you has taken the challenge. Look at you guys. Kicking butt, taking names. No pun intended, because you are kicking butt on this. This is all butt. Breathe through. Keep moving, no matter if you need to take a break, just keep your legs moving. Walk. I used to tell my clients that, like, when they were tired, 2 more. When they were tired, they would stop. I'm like, don't stop. Your heart rate's up, just keep moving. Go ahead and switch it out to the other side, all the way back, and lift that up. And again, lean back. If you have that tubing, you lean back as if you let go of your hands, you're gonna fall over. There's no way you could catch yourself. All right, I'm gonna show that modification again with the dumbbells. You're here, you still, if you can, boom, lifting that leg. This is a whole nother option. If you need a chair, right? You can do the same thing using the chair. Holding on. I don't care how small or how big your lunges are. It's completely in your court. 2 more. Last one. Beautiful. Now, cross it over, sit it down again, please, into that gorgeous 4 stretch. Feel the back stretch, feel the glutes, the hips, all the way in. And the reason why I was telling you about that Instagram site was because I'm always talking about muscles to you guys. Go ahead and lean forward into your tubing, chair, counter, whatever it is. Tabletop position, left leg centered. This set, no external rotation of your hips. I want your hips looking at the floor. So this is the one where we say headlights on the hips, right? And lower and lift. So lean back into the left foot that you're standing on. Push back into the heel. The reason why is just so you don't push forward on that knee. But keep your hip down. And the best way to keep the hip down, I'm going to watch in a second, is to place the right foot behind the heel of the left, like you're standing on a balance beam. All right, it is the hardest way, but it's the easiest way to keep the hip down because naturally it's going to want to turn out because it's easier. And then one more, and I want you to hold it up there. I don't care where you hold. If you hold down here, fantastic. Okay, it could be capital T from the side for 5, 4, suck the belly in, drop the hip down, 2, 1. Now, come down and stretch the leg you were standing on. 4, stretch. You don't need to stretch that other leg. You got enough movement. The other one was stabilizing you. Okay, so back into it. Back into tabletop. Center your right foot. Headlights on the hips. Take the leg back, and I'm going to watch on this set. Drop that hip down, lower, and lift. Again, leaning back into that leg you're standing on. So you're leaning into the heel so that knee doesn't go over your toe. Beautiful. That's an aim. Gorgeous. Perfect, Darlene. Perfect. Sabina. Awesome, Mel. That's it, Jane. Beautiful. Look how high all of your legs are coming. Oh my God. I love it. So good, everyone. Inhale, exhale, breathe. Keep that hip down. One more, hold it. Hold it. Again, lean back into the heel, suck the belly in. Squeeze the quad that's up in the air, pinch the glute. 2 and 1, same thing. Go ahead and cross the leg over that you were just standing on. Inhale and exhale and breathe. And then we got one more set of those lunges. I know you're like, oh, really, Mia? That sucks. One more set. Grab a sip of water. Hey, I have to tell you this. Crazy thing. Remember yesterday I was saying to you, I was saying I drink my Spark. I still have my Spark over there. Anyway, as soon as I got off class, and I told you orange cream float is my favorite. When I, when it comes out, I buy a whole bunch of them. Literally, I got off the class with you guys, and like 45 minutes later, I got an email and a text from Advocare that said, orange cream float is back for like a limited time. I was like, yes! I was like, okay, I have to post this because I would say coincidences are God's way of keeping a low profile, right? So left leg forward, right leg back. Let's go one more set of these. Now for a little bit more advanced, you can do a kick through, okay? So you can do here. You can do knee out, like we did on the first, or we can do a kick through the tubing, or kick through your TRX. It's completely up to you. You could do a combination of all, but this is going to help a little bit more, right? Mobility in those hamstrings and those hips. And again, your kick could be boom. Your kick could be here, boom. I don't care where your kick is. I just say, try one. Try it, you might like it. I don't even know what that was, like a commercial years ago. But I thought that was so crazy about that yesterday. Last one, inhale, exhale, and press it through. And then take that right leg forward, left leg back. Same thing, down into that beautiful lunge and kick. Right, lean back and kick. Beautiful. You see my knee too on my leg that's in front. My knee is directly over my ankle. There's none of this happening. I can do it slow so it doesn't hurt my knee. There's none of that. That would kill your knee. You've got to be back here. And again, I don't care if it's this small, right? If it's tiny. Whatever works for you right now, today, without your head getting in the way. But anyway, going back to my Spark, I was so excited. I ordered 4 canisters and 2 bags. I can't, because it's not going to come out for probably another 6 months. And it's so good. It's like a creamsicle, right? If you like creamsicles, I know my sister Jane and I, when we were little, we used to love, last one, creamsicles. Go ahead and cross it over, sit it down. You know, it's that orange outside and the vanilla ice cream inside. I think from our ice cream man down at our beach house, we used to always get those, or those snow cone things, one or the other. But anyway, I love creamsicle flavor. All right, so last set of your ballet leg lifts. You can choose external rotation or no rotation, meaning centering the left foot, taking the right leg back. You can turn the hip out like that. So you can't tell because I'm in black, but my knee is pointing towards you, or watch my hip. I'm gonna drop it down. So you can have it here or here. So you choose what you want. Yes, gorgeous. There we go. Watching, guys, so good. The leg that you're standing on too, now those that are more flexible, you are more than welcome to straighten the leg you're standing on. And anybody obviously who's been with me, you can try to straighten it and see what it feels like. You might not be able to lift the leg as high because it's a flexibility thing, right? But that's okay. Yes, 3, there we go, gorgeous. Mind muscle connect, hamstring, glute, low back. Last one, hold it, capital T from the side. Suck in the belly button, point the toe, flex the quad. 2 and 1, gorgeous. Go ahead and stretch the leg you were standing on. So you're crossing the left leg over the right. And then back at it one more time. Down into tabletop first. Center the right foot, take the left leg back. Either external rotation or no external rotation, which means that the headlights are on the hips. But whatever you choose, it doesn't matter to me. But you've got to lean back into the leg you're standing on. Okay, lean back into that heel, right? It makes the glute on that right leg work 100 times harder. Okay, if you lean into your arms are doing all that work. You want your glute to do all that work. So anyway, going back to my IG thing, you know, my ADD brain, I go all over the place. But it shows you everything I'm always telling you about. Your latissimus dorsi, your teres major, your rhomboids, your traps, your, you know, whatever. Like, I'm always talking to you guys about that. Last one and hold it. And so it's so cool to just see them in motion. I think it's good for you to see how they work. It's such a beautiful, like, symphony of how they work together. Last one, last second, and then bring it down, cross it over. Beautiful. Biceps and triceps next. So if you have your tubing, you can use that for your triceps. We're going to do an overhead tricep extension. So get your tubing hooked up for that. If you don't, you're on your ball, laying on the floor, on a chair. Okay, you can do face crusher. So I'm just going to show you that just in case you don't have a ball or whatever. So grabbing your dumbbells. So everybody else, you're grabbing your tubing, you're facing away from your anchor. I'm showing this for everybody who does not have a ball, but you simply have a chair in your home, okay? Or the edge of a couch, right? The arm of a couch you can put your head and shoulders on, and you're gonna do a face crusher. Okay, so even if you have tubing and you'd rather do face crusher, do it. But if you have a ball, I'd rather you up on top of the ball. You know that. I'm always gonna challenge you different ways. Let me watch so I can see you guys. But you know, if we're going here, we're kicking away. Same thing, right? It's that overhead tricep extension. Press and squeeze. Beautiful aim, love it. Perfect, Christy, so good. Perfect, Darlene, got it. Gorgeous, love it using the tubing. Perfect, Jane. Yes, Sabina, that's it. Awesome, Darlene. Here we go. Press that away. Squeeze those triceps. Remember, you're squeezing all the blood and oxygen out of those triceps. And then last one. And then either gonna do one leg balance, okay, for your bicep curls. Grab the dumbbell, that's good for those biceps. So, one leg balance, maybe a balance disc like this. You ever seen them? They're super cheap. You can get them at Dick's or Big Five or any of those sporting goods stores. Okay, Bosu's a little bit more expensive. This probably will cost you 25 bucks. 19 maybe, okay? Bicep curls with a twist today, please. Hammer curl start, and then you're twisting them out. All right, so if you're doing it standing on 2 feet, great. If you're doing it standing on 1 foot, great. I'm gonna do my cheer from Portsmouth. Portsmouth, great. Patriots, great. Portsmouth Patriots, great. It was the stupidest cheer you'd ever hear. But anyway, no matter what you do, it's great. Okay, because you're here, right? Most important thing to me, you freaking showed up. Okay, that's all I hear. If you can do a little, do a lot, it doesn't matter. It's all cumulative, right? Consistent effort over time. I just read the card this morning about perseverance. That's it. Squeeze, 2. Flex those biceps, though. Flex them hard, 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 hard. And then bring that down. You know what I mean? You know me, I'm always going to tell you, I don't care what you do, right? All I care is that you just keep moving, okay? Even if you're tired, I say keep moving, all right? Switch out your feet. If you had your left one in front the first set, put your right or vice versa. Don't always go, again, get out of your comfort zone. Get the other uncoordinated side in front. Just telling you, my right leg, it's not pretty. Right? But my coach always made us do both sides. So as your coach, I'm going to make you do both sides. I'm going to make you challenge yourself in this balance. It's like a warrior position in yoga, right? As you're doing triceps, and I'm going to watch now so I can see you. Beautiful, Mel. Love it. Love it, Aim. Aim's doing face crusher on the ball. Awesome, Christy. I love it. Christy, get that head and shoulders on the ball. Walk out more. So your head and shoulders, nope, the other way. Come this way. So your head and shoulders are up on top of that ball. I don't want your head hanging off the back. So the head and shoulders should be supported by the ball. Beautiful. Last one. And bring it up. Go ahead and take the hand up above the head, right? And stretch. I'm just going to show this for everybody who's on YouTube who might not know what the heck I'm talking about. If you're on the ball, what I don't want your head is to be back here. Your head and shoulders are on the ball, and then you look like a bench. You can have your feet as wide as you want when you're doing those face crushers. Okay, then you walk yourself back up that sucker. All right, back to biceps, please. Bicep curls. I'll do one leg balance on this set. I'm actually going to go a little heavier. All right, I'm going to go up to 17 pounds and squeeze it up. Okay, chest up, shoulder blades back. You can see my foot. I'm going to maybe move over here so you can kind of see that I have a foot up. Okay, sometimes with the, yeah, there we go. Squeeze it up, turn it out. Yes, look at you guys. I love it. I love seeing those big dumbbells. Thank you for challenging yourselves. Squeeze. Always turn them out. Flex and squeeze them at the top. Look at my elbows. They're glued to my side. They're not out here. Right? No light air or gap. Right? Squeeze. Ah. Good. Squeeze. Last one. Ah. That is what you want. You want those last 3 to be challenging. Go ahead and stretch the biceps. Dump forward if that feels good. However you want to do it. Hand on the wall, turn away. Just make sure you're stretching the biceps before we go back to triceps. Bring your ball back in if you're doing the face crushers on the ball with your dumbbells. Get your tubing. Remember, switch out your feet. I know you think it's insignificant, but it's not. Because when you put the leg that you like forward, you're like, oh, it feels so good, right? But then when you put the other leg forward, you're like, oh my God, like I feel like I'm balancing on a balance beam. Okay, that's what I want. I want you to challenge that side. Okay, keep the elbows close to your head. When you press those handles away from you, squeeze the heck out of those triceps. So straighten that elbow as much as you can. Press and squeeze. I'm going to do one more and then watch for the last 3. Press, beautiful, Sabina, perfect, Darlene. Yes, Christy, way better. Yes, yes, yes. I just hate people's necks hanging. There you go, awesome aim. Beautiful, Mel, last one. That's it, Jane, gorgeous. Perfect, again, take the hand up, stretch the tricep, right? And I'm gonna make them heavier again. Yes, was it hard on that last set? Yes, but I was still able to do like 10, 11 of them. So, you know me, I'm gonna add, right? I always show you, I just add another 2.5 pounds to my dumbbells because I don't have the, do I have a 20 pound? Actually, I do have a 20 pound dumbbell. I was thinking I didn't have a 20 pound dumbbell, so I'm gonna do that. Grab my 20s, okay? Now, will I be able to do as many? Not a chance. Oh, it's already hard in the first set, okay? Squeeze it up, turn it out. Now, I'll always say, if this hurts your shoulder in any way, shape, form, go down. Like if you went up heavier and you're like, because your bicep attaches up into your shoulder. So some people are like, oh, I feel it in my shoulder. Okay, then go back down to lighter. Or just don't go all the way down. Don't go to full range. Maybe you stop partial, right? And then you bring it back up. 2 more, come on. If I can do 20, you can do 10, right? You can do 12. Last one. Good. That's what you want. That causes little muscle tears, right? I'm breaking the muscle down. And then tonight when I sleep, la 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 la, it repairs itself. I get stronger. Listen, that's the deal. That's all I want for you. I want you to be strong. Okay, swing them forward and back. We're going back to legs. Come on down on the ground. Grab your booty band for me, please. Also, grab a dumbbell that's going to be on your hips. So it could be 2 dumbbells if you want 2 versus 1, but you're coming all the way down on the ground. You are putting that booty band around those knees, and then you're grabbing a weight and putting it on your hips. So head down, right? Your feet, you should be able to touch your heels. So bend your knees in so much that you can touch your heels. Put the weight on the hip crease. Push out on your booty band. Feel the resistance. Don't let it be soft. Don't let it be loose like this. Don't let it be baggy. Push it out. We're gonna lift up. You know these. I know they're not your favorite, but we're gonna lift up and we're gonna 3 pulse it. We're gonna lift. We're gonna abduct 3 times. Pushing the knees out. 3, 2, 1, down. And you know, I don't care if you don't use anything but your body weight, right? You've heard it. I told Darlene's story. She was visiting a friend. They had no weights. I was like, that's all right, I'll modify for you. You can use your body weight. She was more sore from that workout than using weights, right? Like, think about how it all started, calisthenics, right? So if you want to just use your body weight on this, use your body weight, okay? Don't use the dumbbell on your hips, okay? I don't care even how high you go. All I want you to know is that this is hamstring, glute, low back. You know I'm always going to concentrate on that back side of you. It's important to me. Press, 3, 2, 1. One more time. 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and put that down. Turn over onto your belly. Okay? You are going to do a hip extension, okay, with the booty band on. So I'm going to show you it with you flat on the ground. Hands are on the ground. You're going to put your forehead on your hands, and you're going to lift that leg up and down. You're going to lift as high as you can and down. Now, for those who need a little bit more resistance, you can put the booty band down below your knees. Okay, I'm going to show you that in a sec. But make sure you are not lifting and like rolling like off to the left hip. I want your hips down on the ground. the only thing lifting is that right leg. Lift and lower. This is great for people who have compromised backs. This is so good for you because you don't have to support your back. When you lift that leg and hip extension, you get right into that erector. Last one, and then switch it to the other side. If this is too hard for you to be on your belly and doing this, you can always be up in an all four position and lifting that leg straight up and down. Okay, pressing that back. You see that I focused from the beginning on hamstrings, glute, low back with our lunges, right? With our ballet leg lifts, and then upper body, and now we're back to the back side again. It's important to me. I'll watch you guys on the next set. 3 more. Lift, and 2, 1. Now take your hands by your side like a push up, push back. Okay, pseudo child pose or child pose based on your flexibility in your knees. Okay, sit it back, maybe shift left and right. Okay, those who are more flexible, you know you can come all the way down, shift left and right, but flip back over, get that dumbbell back on those hips or not. Right, and we're going back at it. Challenge those glutes. It's one of the most important things to me. Bend the knees enough so you can touch your heels. Okay, your knees, your hips, and your ankles are all in line with each other. We're lifting up. We're pressing 3, 2, 1, and down. Lift 3, 2, 1, down. You got this. Lift. Press out. 3, 2. Try to snap that band. You're not going to be able to, but well, if you had a mini band, you know, those little rubbery ones, those disintegrate. Like, you know, just if you've had them for a few years, they're so thin. It's like a TheraBand. They're so thin that, like, with the heat and the AC and the heat and the AC, they dry out. Just like any elastic, like elastic band in your bathing suit or elastic in your leggings and bras, and all of a sudden it's like you hear the crackle, right? You're like, oh, time to throw those away, right? So, but just know you'd be able to snap that. You wouldn't be able to snap one of these cloth ones. You know, it would be pretty amazing if you could. Be like the Hulk. Lift. 3, 2, 1. Put the weight aside if you used it. Pull the knees into the chest before we go back on our bellies, please. All right, now what I told you is if you needed more resistance, watch what I'm going to do. I'm going to just pull the booty band down my leg just below my knee, all right, to add more resistance, right? The further I get away from what I'm working with the resistance, the harder it is. If I put it down on my ankles, I wouldn't even be able to lift my leg. All right, so back down onto your belly, forehead on top of your hands. Keep the left leg straight as you lift that right leg into the air. And again, I don't care how high you lift. I just want you to feel it from the back of the hamstring, or I should say the back of the knee, all the way up into your low back. Even if you take one hand off of from your head and put it on your low back, you can feel it. As soon as you lift that leg up, your erector goes whoop, like it literally goes into contraction. This is where I need that little muscle Instagram to show you what's going on when you do this. Keep going, and I'm just going to show the modification for those who might need to be here on their elbows, and you're lifting up and down just like that. Keeping that hip down, right? Headlights are on the hips. We're not externally rotating. 3, 2, and 1. I'm going back down with my face on the floor, or I should say my forehead on my hands, and then lifting that other leg up, right? You're only lifting it as high as you can with that resistance. Maybe this is when you're like, Mia, this booty band is way too thick for me to even lift my leg off the ground. Then do it thinner, right? Either get yourself some mini bands or put your mini band on, which is the little rubbery ones. You could use a TheraBand, right? If you have them, maybe you've been in PT and you have some TheraBands. 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Push it back all the way until you feel that beautiful stretch in the low back. maybe shift right and left, right? Completely do what feels good for you right now. Maybe even if you take yoga, maybe even a pigeon stretch. Pigeon stretch would feel really good on your glutes right now. Okay, turn back over. Last set of these. I'm gonna challenge myself actually. I'm gonna go up by 10 pounds. Okay, I'm gonna put weights, 2 weights in my hips this time, right? Again, in the hip crease. I'm gonna hold those dumbbells on there, and I'm gonna lift up and I'm gonna press out 3, 2, 1, and down. Beautiful. Perfect, Sabina. So good, and down. Yes, and gorgeous. Lift, 3, 2, 1 with those knees. Beautiful. Perfect, Christy. That's it, Jane. 3, 2, 1. Yeah, Mel. Perfect and perfect, Darlene. So good, you guys. Awesome. Hopefully you're feeling that challenge. You may even feel it, where the glutes attach to the low back. That's a good thing. Okay, I'm always trying to lift your buttocks, right? It's like Forrest Gump. I got shot in the buttocks. Okay, I want to lift your bottom line. I want to lift that line between the bottom of your rear end and your hamstrings. Okay, last 2. Lift, 3, 2, 1. Last 1. Hopefully they're exhausted at this point. 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and put your dumbbells to the side. Pull your knees in. Roll side to side. Maybe you even, if you need to, cross one leg over the other and pull it in. Get that deep stretch into your, go ahead and switch it if you need to. Again, I'm giving you all the different options. And then turn over onto your belly one more time. You choose the position. If you are not comfortable, there's some people who are just not comfortable being on their belly flat. So be it. Then stay on your elbows. Okay? As long as you have your hips down, that's all I care about. Okay? So straightening that left leg, almost anchoring it to the floor, like flexing the left quad, right? Locking it in, and then you can lift the other leg up. I remember when I was really starting to learn prehab. Yes, I said that right. Prehab, because I worked at a sports conditioning clinic that was owned by an orthopedic group. So this orthopedic group had a physical therapy side, and then the side that we were in was the sports performance and fitness side. So I'd take people prehab, right, their back surgery, and then they'd go into surgery, they'd go into their PT, physical therapy, then they'd come back to me for post-rehab. So these are some of the exercises I learned back then, and I told you I hurt my back a long time ago, and these are exercises that I don't live without. Last one, because I never want to hurt my back again. Switch to the other side, anchor the right foot, squeeze the quad, squeeze even the right cheek, right? Lock it down. And then you're lifting the other leg. I'm gonna sit up because I haven't watched you yet. So I wanna watch this last set. Beautiful. I know Jane had to hop off for work. Beautiful, Darlene, so good. So good, Mel. Awesome for your back. Beautiful, Sabina. That's an aim. Awesome, Christy, 2 and 1. So same thing, bring your hands to your side like a push-up position. Go ahead and push back into those glutes. Shifting right, shifting left. And the last thing we're gonna do is for abs. Okay, let me see my time. I think, because when I do singles, sometimes it takes a lot more time. Yeah, so we have really 1 minute left. So let's go ahead and do some Spider-Man. I always love when I have a ton of dumbbells out. It means that we did a lot of work today. So get on your hands and knees, hands and feet. We're gonna go ahead and do our Spider-Man abs. You know the position, either that push-up position here, right? And we're going right and left. You can be on the elbows, right and left. You can be on the elbows and knees, right? Right and left. You choose. But let's go. If you already started, Count them out. You've got this. Inhale, exhale. Keep the hips down. Now, the only way you can keep the hips down is if you're on your feet. Okay? If you're on your elbows and knees, your hands and knees, your butt will be up a little bit. Okay? But do your best. In and in. There we go. You got this. One more on each side. Feel the core working overtime. Drop to your knees, push back. Second set is a kiss the knee. You've got this. It looks like a running man, but you're not running. Okay? You're doing it slow and controlled. So choose your position. Remember, it can be here. You can be in this position, right? You can be in all fours, you know. But look at my body. I'm in a plank. Boom. Back. Every time you bring that leg back, plank. Whether it's here, you're in a plank. Knee in, plank. Go back down into the plank. The body is straight, right? From your head to your butt. Keeping it down. Kiss the knee. Kiss the knee. Pull it in. Exhale. Shh. Shh. Keep the arms straight. If you're on your elbows, you're keeping your armpit squeezed to your side. One more. One more right. One more left. Drop to your knees. Push back. Release the tension. And then one more set. You can choose. The third set is the most advanced. That's the crossover. I'm not telling you have to do that. You choose what you want to do on this last one. Right knee to left forearm. Left knee to right forearm. Right knee to left forearm. Okay, side to side. Or kiss the knee. Or the original Spider-Man. It doesn't matter to me. Whatever you choose is what's right for you right now. You've got this. Belly button pulled in. 3 more on each side. Let's go. 3, 2, and 1. Drop to the knees. Ah. And the fat lady sings at the opera. And we are complete. Breathe. So you know it's either child pose, pseudo child pose, whatever feels good for you right now. And breathe. I hope that made your heart rate go up like it does mine. Just so you know, that was everything. I always say it's for core, for abs. It's for your entire freaking body. All right, let's go ahead and turn over, please. Come to a seated position for me. Right here, left leg in front, right leg behind. Oh, I still have my E on from yesterday. My little patch. I guess I forgot to take that one off yesterday. That's all good. All right, lean it forward. One of the things here, I'm always talking to you guys about the patches too. That patch, the Eon, it's spelled A-E-O-N. It's for brain balance and anti-inflammation. And but some days, you know, when I have one of those kind of sad days, man, it just helps me. It helps. It says, you know, there's studies that were done on anxiety, PTSD, depression. Go ahead and switch the other leg forward. I know some of you have to hop off for work, so I don't take any offense if you need to hop off. I always say just stretch, please. Okay, make sure the right leg is in front this time. And breathe. Go all the way down to the elbows if you are flexible. But make sure your sits bones stay on the ground. And then come on back up. Take those legs out in front of you. Nice and straight. Well, not nice and straight. You can have them slightly bent. Lift up. Reach, like for the ceiling. Like you're lifting up out of that torso. Take a deep breath in. And then exhale. All the way out. So this is the equivalent of that ragdoll hang that we do when we're standing. So just let yourself sink on top of those legs. Don't wiggle out of it. Don't let your head get in the way. Like, ow, this hurts, my hamstring. Bend your knees more. I want you to fully hang and breathe. And then slowly and gently, one vertebrae at a time, with your head being the last thing up, roll it up. It's a super intense stretch, so please don't move fast when you do that one, okay? And then I'm just gonna go ahead and sit in Indian style as we stretch our upper body. Drop that shoulder down. All the way across, other side. Stretching through. Take the hand up above the head. Reach down your back for the tricep. And remember, I don't want this. I want your chin to be to your chest. Wherever you are, okay, keep the chin up. Keep the neck neutral. And then switch out the arms. I'll tell you, it's not easy. You know, just try to sit in like not this position with your hands above your head, but just seated in like a seated Indian style position. Like, it's not easy. Just to let you know, go ahead and shrug out those shoulders now. Tighten, like, tighten up those traps. Okay, that's where we carry most of our stress and tension, in those traps. So squeeze, right? Squeeze one more time. And squeeze, and then bring your hands together. Wrap up those fingers, and then give me, oh, snap, crackle, pop. I was getting on my wrist like, too many handstands around the world. But I'll never stop. Go ahead and pull back in the fingertips. Sometimes when you're holding onto the tubing too, you know, it can be brutal. And then I'll go ahead last time and read my card, but first I want you to see my shirt too. I'm gonna come in super close for you guys. It says, make people feel good about themselves. Okay, make people feel good about themselves. Love on one another. I don't care if you have differences. Just love one another. We are in such a freaking fallen world right now. I won't talk about it, but I will tell you this though. I lost 1,000 followers on my Instagram because I took a post from somebody that, it was a TikToker that had interviewed Charlie Kirk, and it said, he said, well, how would you want to be remembered? And he said, I want to be remembered for my faith. I was like, I love that. Not for his political views, not for his faith. And so I reposted on my story. It only was there for 24 hours. The next day I woke up, my Instagram followers had dropped 1,000 people. 1,000 people, because I was professing my faith and how much I love that he loved his faith. And anyway, I won't get into it, but just love on people. Okay, this says, when the Spirit of truth comes, the Holy Spirit, right? Jesus went away. He said, I'm going to send the helper. When the Spirit of truth comes, he will guide you into all truth. So we know what the truth is. Okay, the Bible is the truth. Basic instructions before leaving earth. Bible. Basic instructions before leaving earth. Anyway, with that said, I love you. If you're on my if you are on my YouTube channel, share this with everybody you know. Subscribe, comment, like, all that good stuff. Thank you so much for every single one of you for being here today. You are amazing. You did so great. Go hydrate and fuel as always. And I'll see you on the next workout. Maybe it's tomorrow morning. Maybe it's next week. Whenever it is, I'll see you then. Mwah. I love you. Christy, stay on so we can chat. Okay, bye guys. I love you.